Traders in the building, what is good? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel. So today at exactly 2:30 we have NFP, and I don't want to waste your time, guys. I just want to share with you what I am going to do today on the market, on these data releases that we are going to have today on the dollar. So my expectation is that the dollar is going to sell, and this is because of what happened last month. As you saw, Donald Trump with the tariffs, and the United States economy started to lose in value. As you saw on the charts, the dollar index was selling very hard, and also your Nasdaqs, your US 30, and just some stocks from United States were bearish. So because of that, I believe that today's NFP is going to be bearish. And this data that you see here, this is just from last month. So if you can check over here, this data is from last month. So this month, this is the one we are working with. We have the previous, which is 228K. The focus is that is going to drop. So they're expecting that this market, or rather this NFP release today, is going to be negative for the dollar. And that's also something that I'm expecting based on what I said earlier on. And not only that, guys, let's check the unemployment rate and see if we are having the same thing. So this data that you see in front of you is from last month. As you can see over here, it's from last month over here. And so this month, this is what they're saying to us. The previous is 4.2, and they're expecting, or rather forecasting, that it's still going to be the same. So because of this, it means there won't be any change on the unemployment rate. However, for the non-farm payroll, we do expect a decrease, which ultimately means, or rather it should mean, that NFP should come out bearish. So how does this translate in the real markets, in the charts? So we're going to look at two currency instruments. I'm going to look at AUDUSD and USDCAD, because those are the two instruments that I'll be eyeing today. Those are the two instruments that I'll be watching. So let's go to the charts, and yeah, I'll see you there. This is my AUDUSD chart, and on this market I am bullish. If you did watch the video that I dropped on Sunday, you would know that I'm still looking for buyers on this particular instrument, and it's still the very same thing. Nothing has changed. So the reason why I'm bullish on this market is because of this structure over here. This market has now reclaimed this area of support. It was below, and now it has claimed and is now trending above that area of support. As you can see, for this market, for me to know if this market was supposed to sell, I believe it should have, after breaking, just retested and then continued selling. However, we saw that after it broke, there was a lot of indecision around this area over here, and with this current candlestick, we did see the market coming down. However, could not find enough momentum to close below. It ended up closing above, and so because of that, I expect that this market is bullish. However, we do have an area of resistance where we are at the moment, and this is why we are seeing a lot of ranges happening. The 1 hour time frame, if you go to the weekly time frame, you will see that we are at an area of resistance. This is coming from this area of support we did have in the past. As you can see, first touch, second touch over there, and so when the market was below, it started to reject, and currently right now we are seeing that in the last 2 weeks the market has been caught up in between these two areas over here. So let's go on the daily, or rather let's go on the 4 hour time frame. So I have identified two areas of interest which I'm going to buy from. So on AUDUSD, I'm expecting buys. So these are my two areas of, and this is the range that I'm talking about. As you can see, the market is ranging exactly at this area. This is because there's an area of significance. Should the market break above, then it means the market is bullish long term, and should the market not continue breaking, instead fell below, then it means the market was not bullish, so we should start selling the market. So I don't know for how long, but this is what I'm looking for over here. This is my area of support, my low of the range, and this is the high of the range. So anytime the market is on the high of the range, as you can see, the market sells, and anytime the market is at the low of the range, at the bottom, the market buys. So because I'm looking for buys on this market, I do think as the market is going up at the moment, maybe by the time NFP hits, it should have broken above this area of resistance. And if it's not broken, then it's fine. But if it's above this area of resistance, I'm expecting a retracement, and then I'll be looking for buyers exactly above that area of resistance over there. Another possibility is the market could just retrace all the way back to this support, and from this support again, I'll be looking for buyers. So moving on to USDCAD, I'm bearish on this market, and then the reason for this is because, as you can see over here, the market is just is inside this range over here, has come back inside this range. So this was an area of resistance, as you can see in the past, and then the market broke above. My expectation was a retracement and a continuation up. However, the market has closed below this area of resistance, which is now with this area of support, which has now turned our newly formed resistance. So if you go to the weekly time frame over there, you will see that we also do have a very strong area of support, which is a trend line. this trending structure over here, you can see that the market rejected here, first touch, second touch, a third touch, fourth touch, fifth touch, and we are there for the sixth time. So there is a possibility for the market to respect this area and buy from here. However, I don't think it's going to happen. I do expect the market to sell in this area over here of support / now resistance. As you can see, anytime the market is here, anytime the market reaches this high, it sells, it sells, it sells, it sells, it sells. So because we are below that area over here, I do expect the market to sell. Regardless of what this trend line is showing us, I do expect the market to sell. And if the market doesn't sell, if the market supports from here, of course I will buy. But for now, my bias is that I'm bearish. So yeah, the way that I'm going to treat this market is, if you go to the 4-hour time frame, over there, I have also identified 2 areas of interest over here, because I realized that this market is caught up in a range at the moment. So I have 2 areas of interest, these highs over here and this low over here. So if the market could do this for me today, go back to this area of resistance, definitely I'm going to be looking for sells. And if the market ends up breaking below here, this is another good area for me to then look for sells to the downside. Pretty much that is all I see on these 2 instruments. There's nothing more, there's nothing less. Also looking at the way the market reacted, let me do this for you guys very quick. We did see that, but I think it was Tuesday, but the GDP was negative. So let me use my indicator to check the day of the week. So this is the indicator, I like it. So as you can see over here, this was on Wednesday. So on Wednesday, I think we did have GDP. Let me check. Yes, this was GDP. And as you can see, this again is data that was compiled from last month, right? It's not data of May, but it's data of last month. So as you can see, it says the previous was 2.4, and then the actual, so there was a decrease on the GDP. It just means the number of people employed, the production of the country in that month decreased, which means then a lot of people lost jobs, which means the country didn't make money. So again, that's why I'm expecting this bearishness on the dollar. And also, if you check the dollar index itself, for me at least, it seems like it's going to sell. If you go to the, let's go to the monthly time frame over there. As you can see, the reason why I'm bearish is because the last month candlestick was very bearish, closing below this area that it couldn't break for the past many years. I think it was 3 years. As you can see, the market kept on supporting over here, and this is a monthly time frame. And then with this candlestick of last month, we saw the market breaking. So of course, to me, this current candlestick, if you look at it, to me, it seems like it's just a retracement, it's a break, a retracement, and then the market is going to continue down. That's all I see on this market. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. With that being said, I love you guys. Yeah, I'm out.